With humanity confronting the imminent danger of world destruction, will we succumb to the numbing slavery of the dark force or rise to the challenge with our God-given spirit of compassion? As our hearts yearn to know our destiny, we turn to the clues and messages left by seers, saints, and prophets of the past and present, as well as from the stars. While their prophecies contain different cultural references and historical contexts, they share a common theme that when the final battle of light and darkness takes place in the end times, a powerful Savior or Messiah or Holy King will return to guide us out of calamity. The question is, how do we recognize the Savior when he or she is here? And what is our role in this critical time of the earth? In our series, Awaken True Love with the Savior to Dissolve Calamity, we will compare different prophecies and find the answers together. On August 22, 2019, a 13-year-old boy from India posted on his YouTube channel a video with the title Severe Danger to the World from November 2019 to April 2020. In a clear voice and with a calm, confident demeanor, the boy made the following prediction.
Now I should explain how there is going to be disaster and danger for the whole world from November 2019 to April 2020. It is very sad to know that there is going to be something like this happening. For most of you all, that this is the truth.
Cross-referencing the graphs and calculations on a hand-drawn poster on the wall, the boy goes on to share his step-by-step astrological analysis, pointing out key dates and locations, including the following.
January 11th, 2020, a complete Kala Sarpa Yoga will form, and from December to January, there's a lot of tension going to happen. Next, there will be widespread diseases across the world, so China will be badly affected.
According to Vedic astrology, Kal Sap Yog is a particular alignment of planets that brings bad luck, including health issues and instability.
etc.
A global disease outbreak that will badly affect China. It sounded like a pretty wild statement, and no one took the boy's warning seriously at the time. However, just months later, on New Year's Eve, China reported alarming pneumonia-like cases in the city of Wuhan. On January 11, 2020, Wuhan's Health Commission released the genetic data on a new coronavirus and reported the first death because of it. This was followed by a city-wide quarantine placed by the Chinese authorities on January 23rd. Very quickly, other countries also spotted coronavirus cases. On January 30th, the World Health Organization declared a global public health emergency, and 2 months later, COVID-19 was categorized as a pandemic due to escalating infections and death toll.
There are now more than 118,000 cases in 114 countries, and 4,291 people have lost their lives. We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
The boy who correctly predicted the COVID-19 pandemic is Abhigya Anand, vegetarian. Under the loving guidance of his parents, he was homeschooled in various subjects with his sister. At a young age, he learned to speak 6 languages: Tamil, Sindhi, Sanskrit, English, Hindi, and Kannada. At the age of 7, he could recite the entire Bhagavad Gita, the ancient Hindu religious text. This unusual feat was reported by several Indian newspapers and media outlets. At the age of 11, Abhigya had already earned advanced master's level certification in Vedic astrology, Ayurvedic microbiology, and Sanskrit. Vedic astrology, or Jyotisha, is an ancient system of Hindu cosmic knowledge that has existed for thousands of years. It's based on the understanding that the fate of the earth and humanity is intimately linked to the movements of the stars and the planets in the solar system. Moreover, daily worship rituals and mantra recitation are important parts of Abhigya's upbringing. In an interview with Vijay Krishna CV on March 30, 2020, Abhigya described his method of prediction.
So actually, there are a couple of things I use to do my predictions. I first of all examine the different verses of the Samhitas, especially the Brihat Samhita of Varahamira, where a lot of things have been explained. Number one, I see the different omens that have been explained by the sages. These are not to be taken lightly. These are reflections of the global karma that people are doing collectively. So it's very important to consider 3 types of phenomena: terrestrial, stellar, and planetary. But the major part of my predictions is from the stellar phenomena, the planetary phenomena, for which I use certain 3D and virtual reality applications, including telescopic views of the planets.
In the same interview, Abhigya explained his motivation for studying Vedic astrology.
I would like to help humanity with all the different Vedic sciences, because Vedic sciences have nothing that is unseen. Everything is seen. Sarvam drashtam, sarvam jnatam. Everything is known. Everything is seen. It is encoded. We humans just have to understand what is encoded, and we have to bring out what is encoded, and we have to give the solutions for humanity.
Abhigya points out specific things that everyone can do to reduce karma, reduce the impact of viruses.
Vegetarianism is one of the main and most wonderful things to do. If we do not want such epidemics in the future, we humans should stand up for ahimsa. We should stand up for not harming animals, not harming fellow humans, not harming Mother Earth, Mother Cow especially. These are some various things that humanity just doesn't understand until something strikes. So this doesn't mean I'm against humanity, but it means that humanity needs to understand the values of life of other fellow creatures too, not only of the bipeds. If people take a pledge immediately that they will stop doing harm to Mother Nature, Mother Cow, and Mother Earth, and other animals too, I surely and truly believe that this world will be relieved of most of the sufferings.
etc.
Abhigya Anand's video on the COVID-19 pandemic prediction has gained more than 8 million views on YouTube. He was the winner of the Global Child Prodigy Awards 2020 in the astrology category. Over the years, Abhigya Anand has made many predictions with an estimated accuracy of more than 80%, making him one of the most famous astrologers of our time. For example, 3 days before the Hamas terrorist attack in October 2023, he made the following predictions.
I've made a video today about the importance of the period between October of 2023 and November of 2023. And a special formation is signaling organized violence, including terrorism. Terrorism is very much likely to happen around this time frame. And I'd like to mention, the reason for this, of course, is the combination of these grahas. There is Jupiter, Moon and Rahu on one side and Ketu and Mars on the other side. And when did this happen last? A very important question, of course. This happened last during 9/11, 2001, when the World Trade Center was attacked. We're looking at a danger zone. And this danger zone is basically, the area which has been marked out here.
On August 5th, 2024, Abhigya was in a live interview with the prominent journalist Ain Hu in Taiwan or Formosa, when dared on the spot to predict the outcome of the US election. Abhigya didn't hesitate to reply.
Can you make a daring prediction that who will be the next US president? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Which one?
When it comes to an election, the number of dynamics are huge, and we don't have their birth details. I don't have the birth details of Donald Trump. I don't have the birth details of Kamala Harris. So it's very difficult to make it. But still, based on certain other charts, I can say that the Republican Party seems to be very much likely to come to power. And I have not yet made a detailed analysis of this, but looks like very much Donald Trump.
Abhigya also foresaw the major earthquake that happened in March of this year, 2025.
Today, I'd like to speak about certain telltale signs that I've observed, which signal a major earthquake within the next few months, quite imminent, and or somewhere in the mid part of this year. So the major areas where this is likely to happen would be one, somewhere around Mexico and western United States, southwestern United States, and number two, somewhere around the northwestern South America. Or the other region, which is also very interesting when I was working on it, was somewhere around Tibet, Nepal, and Assam, this sector. But this is nothing extremely concrete, but I feel very strongly that an earthquake could happen in one of these three zones. The most likely time frames, number one, within the next 2 months, the second or third week of March, which is quite imminent, March 2025.
Shortly after his message, a powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck central Myanmar or Burma on March 28, 2025. Several strong earthquakes followed, as well as multiple aftershocks. This was the most catastrophic earthquake in Myanmar since the Mae Myo earthquake of 1912. Due to his accomplishments in astrology at such a young age, some people have started calling him a prodigy, a prophet, or even a god-man. How does Abhigya feel about himself? He said the following during a Q&A session with the CEO of the Asia Blockchain Summit in Taipei, Taiwan, or Formosa.
Only God is aware of all the events that happen in the past, the present, and the future. We human beings can only fathom a little bit, and hence I do not claim to be a prophet nor any sort of God, as sometimes people, name me in the media. My primary goal is to prove the law of karma. Astrology
is going to be defunct without the law of karma. How am I able to predict such events? It's because we all have something called a collective karma. If we do something wrong repetitively and continuously, we have to face the consequences of it as a society, as a community, as a country, or as the world in itself.
To help people understand the law of karma and the way to reduce its effects has been a consistent theme of Abhigya's messages. As early as 2020, he made the following call.
This law, this karmic law is universal. It applies to every single person, not to just a sector of people. It actually applies to people across the world. And it's important for us not to torture any creature, ahimsa, be truthful, etc., personal values, and as a nation, as the world, we should stand together and not harm Mother Earth, Mother Nature, any of God's creations. Every single religion advocates the same thing.
In the next episode, we'll continue exploring Abhigya Anand's predictions about the future. For more information on Abhigya Anand Vegetarian's prophecies, please visit abhigyaanand.com and his YouTube channel at Abhigya Anand Astrology.